Good afternoon. My name is Carmen Contreras. I'm the Operations Director and Lead Project Manager for TC Carpet Care here in Madison, Wisconsin. We specialize in carpet cleaning and janitorial services, and we also offer specialized cleaning services such as biohazard cleanups and hazmat cleanups. Now, we have to keep informed on a lot of different viruses and illnesses that are around because we do provide these services. So, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about things that we can do to try to prevent the spread of illness. So, I know that we've heard a lot of these things before, so I just want to kind of emphasize and go over things that we can do. Things such as washing our hands. It's very important to continuously wash our hands throughout the day, especially after we have been in public spaces, if we've used public facilities or any facilities before we handle food, after we handle food. We're constantly touching things, so we can contaminate ourselves by touching things and then touching our face, rubbing our nose, rubbing our eyes, things like that. So it's very important to wash our hands to try to prevent the spread of an illness. Now, also, clean and disinfect touch surfaces. So, what are touch surfaces? Well, touch surfaces are things like countertops, tables, keyboards, phones, controllers. Guys, your cell phone is full of bacteria. We touch everything and we're constantly on our phones. Constantly. We can wipe down the table all we want. We can wipe down, the TV or whatever all we want. But if we don't clean our phone, we're going to get it back on our hands. So make sure that that's another thing that you clean, especially if you have young children, things like that grab your phone. If you're sharing your phone with your friends, sometimes we're sharing videos or showing, messages or whatever to people. And so that's cross contamination. So make sure you wipe down your phones as well. Close lids on toilets before you flush. That way you prevent germs and viruses, bacteria flying all over the place. So, close the lid before you flush the toilet. And that's also something we don't really think about. Cover your mouth when you sneeze and you cough. Very simple. Just cover your mouth. If you have tissue or rag or disposable paper towels, cover your mouth when you sneeze, throw them away, wash your hands again. We got to be careful not to spread some of these illnesses. Now we just got over like a terrible, or we're still getting over a terrible flu season, and that will also help prevent some of the spread of flus and colds and things like that. And if you're sick, it's better to stay home if you're able to. And if your employer allows you to, talk to your employer about this. Talk to your employer about your concerns. If you feel ill, it's not gonna help, especially if you work with a lot of people, if you're in an enclosed space, and really don't get out much of your office. You don't want to get everybody else sick because then that's counterproductive. And if you are homesick or anywhere, if you're sick, it's good to wear a surgical mask, because that way if you are coughing or sneezing and can't really get to tissues or whatever, it's contained to that surgical mask. Now, if you are thinking about hiring a professional cleaning company to clean an area where you're at, your home, your office space, a building that you own, a contained area that has been compromised, make sure that you ask that company a lot of questions. We are very prepared. We have steps and procedures in place that we have to follow when we have to go clean and decontaminate an area. Now, make sure that the company has a plan, they share it with you, how long it's going to take, what needs to be done, etc. Make sure that their staff is also properly trained and provided with the proper tools to be able to complete the job. So things like they should be wearing the correct face mask, goggles, body protectors, like the white suits, they kind of look like spacemen. Yes, gloves, shoe protectors, things like that. We don't want our staff to catch any illness or be contaminated with anything that we're cleaning up. So proper PPE equipment should be worn at all times. And also, make sure that the company is knowledgeable and up to date on everything, on OSHA regulations, on CDC recommendations, and EPA approved cleaning solutions. And ask questions, and they should share that with you. Companies should be very transparent in what they're doing and what their procedures and what they're using to clean or decontaminate with is. So proper insurance should also be provided. So if, like I said, these types of cleanings are very different. It's not just a simple wipe down. Like I said before, there's certain steps that need to be taken. We need to make sure you're protected, that we're protected, that our employees are protected, or anybody in your space is protected. So, and then these are preventative measures that are taken. So say, a lot of people in your office got sick and they decided to close down for a couple days and get the office space decontaminated and cleaned up and disinfected and all that great stuff. Okay, so a company comes in, they do their thing, we're all done. If sick people come back in, it's recontaminated again. So that's why it's very important, if you're an employer, if somebody's ill, it's better that they stay home and get over their illness, so that way they're not getting everybody else sick and recontaminating the space that you just got cleaned up. So, and I just want to say that, if any of you have any questions or concerns or suggestions or want more information, feel free to give us a call or shoot us a message. We'll be more than happy to talk to you, to kind of guide you. Inform yourself by asking medical professionals about, what they know so far, or more preventative measures that you can take. Educate yourself. The CDC website is a wonderful website where you can get a lot of information. Let's not just go by hearsay, let's not go off a 5-minute news clip. Let's inform ourselves. What can we do? Who is this really affecting? Like, what type of people really are affected by this illness? And it can be very dangerous for people that have compromised immune systems or upper respiratory systems, or elderly, or very young. So, even if we're a healthy adult, it might not affect us too much, but it could affect our neighbor, our friend, or somebody else. So it's very important that we follow these simple steps to keep our spaces clean and disinfected, and also ourselves. So, also washing your linens periodically, and getting your carpets clean, things like that. It's very important to get rid of airborne pathogens, allergens, a lot of things, dust mites, a lot of things. So I thank you for watching my little short video. I'm not a big video person. It's one of my first videos that I made for our site. So I thank you, and just want to say one more thing. Make sure you wash your hands. Stay safe, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.